Good morning, everyone. How do we admit all? I'm having to admit everyone as it comes in. They've done some security updates in Zoom, so bear with me while we admit everyone. Good morning, Jimmy. Everybody's texting you. The meeting password is embedded in the link. It's also 007573. We'll be using the same one all week. As part of the Zoom security measures, they're adding meeting passwords. So, we will continue to learn how to use this technology as they continue to learn how to use their technology.
No. Okay, finally got my speakers on.
See everybody's smiling faces this morning. Good morning. More people popping on all the time here. Everybody have a good weekend? Anybody have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
Good.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Our house we bought in November, like we moved in first week of December, and it supposedly came with a 20th of a parcel of land down the road. There's a for sale sign on that parcel.
Okay.
So like, we don't even have an HOA. It was dissolved in the early 80s. So I'm totally wondering, like, if that sells, are we owed money? Why were we not involved in the possibility of it being sold? Like, it makes no sense.
I'm going to defer to someone with a little bit more Missouri real estate knowledge. So that would be anyone on this call other than me. Connie, you want to weigh in on that question?
Please, at first, did you have an agent that you worked with?
Yeah, it was Peggy. I haven't told her yet.
You would talk to Peggy and have her investigate it. They can have the title look into it and see.
Okay.
If it's owned by the homeowners association, 1/20th, then everyone would have to sign, including your husbands and wives. You need to look back at your paperwork to see if it was actually deeded over to you as a one interest in that property.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can look there. I know where all that paperwork is.
There you go. Solving problems every day, right? Thank you, Connie. Oh, let me grab my coffee cup here. Oh. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm sure we'll have a couple of stragglers in. We've already got a big group coming. I want to thank everybody for turning out. As you may have noticed, it was a little different getting on this morning. Zoom is working on updating their security. I'm sure some of us saw the security updates about Zoom over the weekend. So they required us to have a password. It should be embedded in the link, but it's 007573, and I shared it in the chat. We're going to use the same link all week for these 9 a.m. meetings. So, save that to your calendar. The link invite has a spot where you can put it in your calendar, etc. And we are cognizant that there's been some security issues, and they're working with some updates. So, should be good to go there. Hope everyone had a safe weekend. Those of us, I guess all of us are here in Missouri, and we know that the official stay-at-home or else order has come down starting at 12:01 last night, or 12:01 a.m. this morning, I guess more accurately. So we will still, Amy will be at the office cutting checks. Real estate's an essential personnel. If you need a copy of your license, reach out to Amy. We'll try to help you get a copy, or maybe your work permit. They tell us, according to the Attorney General's office, you will need your business card and a copy of your work permit or license if you get pulled over and you need to prove that you're essential. So be cognizant of that. In the meantime, we want to set the right example. And one of the things that came out from, can you mute everyone, please? Yes, sir, I can. I'm going to mute everyone. All right, there you go. We had a little feedback there. Don't worry, if you need to say something, we can unmute you, or you can unmute yourself. One of the things that came down from the Missouri Real Estate Association was, please don't brag about your essential status. It's something that could be pulled away, and they don't want people being, you know how social media can get. So be cognizant of that. We are essential. Let them know we're out there, but you don't want to be waving it around like a badge of I can do whatever I want to do, because they're concerned that the state could change their mind. So everybody be cognizant of that. Also, be cognizant of protecting your health, guys. We want to do business, and we certainly don't want to deter you from doing business. But if it's not a showing, it's not something you can do via Facebook or Zoom Live. We understand. But if you can do virtual showings, or if you can do Zoom or Facebook Live or FaceTime show listing appointments, things like that, try to keep it down. And also, we're asking you guys to stay away from the offices as much as you can. We want you to there. We're not locking you out. As long as it's less than 10 people, we can have people in the office. So if you need to come do work, that's fine. But this is not the time to just come hang out at the office and socialize. Be cognizant of your fellow agents. We want to, you never know. One of us could have it, not have any symptoms, give it to the rest. And we certainly don't want anyone in our group. We have people with health issues. We have young mothers. We have seasoned agents. We have all walks of life, and we don't want to put anyone at risk. So please be cognizant of that. So there's my little soapbox about it. I hope you're all washing your hands, taking good care of you. I want to welcome everybody to the meeting. Thank you all for participating in these. Last week we had a great group. For those of you that showed up to the Friday happy hour Zoom, we had a lot of laughs. We'll be doing that again this Friday. It was very entertaining. This morning, as I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, we are blessed to have a lot of great agents that are willing to pour back into the rest of us. And this morning is no exception. We have Robin Staten, her of the purple hair. Is that purple hair, Robin?
No, I think it's just the lighting.
It's the lighting? Okay, all right.
It must be the lighting.
Yeah.
No, I don't have purple hair. And my shirt's green, so I don't know why it's showing up purple.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Looking funky this morning. I like it. I like it. Robin is going to talk to us about websites in command. I don't have audio figured it out. Okay, Ellen, good. You got your audio figured out. Ellen in the lower. Okay, Jeremy was helping her. Sorry, guys, just reading the text there. We had some. Ellen, I spoke to a lady over the weekend who had a lot of nice things to say about you. You actually helped her buy her house. And she said, does Ellen Tietmeyer work with you? And I said, yes, ma'am. She said, oh, she's just the sweetest. She helped us buy our house, and she's so wonderful. And I said, are you talking about the same Ellen Tietmeyer? No, I'm kidding. She said you were great, and she bragged about you a lot. So really love to hear that when they're talking great about our agents. So Robin Staten, for those of you guys that don't know, is kind of the brains behind the Staten Group. She is who runs the show, tells Big Mike what to do, keeps him in line. And she's had a lot of success with her Facebook ads as well as their website. And so she volunteered to jump on this morning to talk to everybody about how to work with your website. So Robin, I'm going to get out of your way and stop talking and let you take over.
All right, no problem. Good morning, everybody. We're so excited to, I'm looking at who's on board here, and I wasn't really sure how to approach the website, because with all of our new agents coming in from Four Seasons, I didn't want to jump too far ahead and have them just being lost. So I'm going to start kind of from the beginning on how to get your website set up and what some of the features are of that. So if some of you have already done that, I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that our newer agents still were able to jump on board and get started. One of the things that we learned when we were in at Family Reunion this year, we had a lot of agents who were really concerned with how simple our website looked, and just how pared down it looked. And one of the things that we learned was that the search bar in the first page when you look up your website is basically designed just like the other search engines, like Google, like Zillow, like Realtor.com. And we as agents are always wanting to promote ourselves and really blast everything about ourselves. But what the consumer really wants is I just want to dig in, I want to find the house, and I don't need to know everything else about you. So our website is designed to be able to let you search quickly, and then you can design pages to add to promote yourself, promote your team, give tools and stuff for your clients and the public to be able to use. We've added some pages to ours, not a whole lot, and a lot of the things that I've been adding have actually been just rip off and duplicate from other agents. I can tell you that I've used Lori Ballin quite a bit for information to put on our website, as well as Marty Miller. And it's just one of those things where once you sit down and do it one time, you can pretty much figure out how to design another page and get it put it on pretty easily. But today I just kind of wanted to go over how you get started on, making sure that your website's set up correctly. So I think I just need to share my screen here.
So Robin, while you're getting your sharing screen set up, I just want to tell everybody. So we've had this question a couple times, and it's if you have a website that you already like, especially like our Four Seasons family, some of them have websites, whatever you want to call it, ConnieSellsTheLake.com. If you've been using that forever and you want to use that, we certainly, you can continue to use that. What command?
That is correct.
What command does is give you a platform to build a website, and it's included in your technology. So if you're trying to cut expenses and you want to eliminate that website you're spending a lot of money on and run it through command, you can. If you like your website and it returns investment and it's part of your business, part of your branding, then hey, you know what? Keep using it. I would just encourage you to find a way to utilize this free website to drive more traffic, right? Don't not use it if you got it. So there you go.
Correct.
All right, Robin, I can see your screen. I know everyone else can.
Okay, so one of the things, and like he was mentioning, if you have a website that you've been using for a long time, you can, if you have that registered somewhere, like let's say with GoDaddy, for example, you still want to set up your command website. You just want to be able to direct your current GoDaddy, let's say your current GoDaddy one, to the Keller Williams one, so that you can feed in the leads into command. So you may not have to use the domain name that you set up in command. If you have something else, you just need to have that pointed that direction. So I hope that makes sense. From your homepage on command, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your consumer app down, or consumer icon down at the bottom of the screen. And then you're going to go up to agent site pages. And we're going to, oh gosh, I think there we go. I need to get that out of the way. We're going to go over to create a new site. No, hold on just one second. Now all of a sudden I'm configure your site, excuse me. So when you click on configure your site, we do want to, on this one, we want to put that I want to use the new KW agent sites to be able to create the one that, even if you have another website, is going to switch over or direct your traffic into the KW site. And this basically is going to be your guide builder, your website builder, and you want to go through each one of these steps to make sure you have everything set up correctly. So we're just going to kind of go in and you just click get started, and it says on here that we have to be compliant, so we have to be using the Market Center logos or the KW logos, and you can click right here to get our logo. And once you're down in this, once you download this, it will take you to a spot where you're able to search for our Market Center number, which is 971, or you can just type in Lake of the Ozarks and it will bring up our logo. So let me get back out of this.
There's also a great, what am I trying to say? There's also a great Four Seasons logo that has the KW Four Seasons Realty that is really good, that Kedra has sent out to some of the Four Seasons Realty people. Anyone can use, any of our agents can now use any of those approved fictitious names as their branding. So just to,
Awesome.
you won't be able to find that one on the link she's talking about. So if you need that one, hit up Kedra and she can get it to you.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to just hit acknowledge and continue. And then what we're going to do is we're going to configure our site, and we are going to first go in, and this is your subdomain. This is going to be basically, if you were only going to use the Keller Williams website and you didn't have something with GoDaddy, this is going to be the name of your website. We have ours as statengroup.kw.com. If you want to change it, it will let you type in right in here what you want the name to be, and then you just hit confirm domain. If it's already taken, it'll prompt you that you're going to need to select a different name. So once you've decided what that's going to be, obviously you want to remember that and have it written down so that you have that at all times. And then once you've confirmed your domain, it says yes, you've claimed it, so you know you're good. Then you're going to go into your marketing profile information. And on ours, I have it set up where everything basically looks like it's Mike. So it's going to have your basic information. Anything that has an asterisk is going to have to be filled out. We have Mike Staten on there. We have Keller Williams Realty, which is another one of our fictitious names. So your Market Center, you down at the lake, you may be putting Lake of the Ozarks Realty on there. We are using the Business Center address for ours. So folks down at the lake obviously would use the Market Center address down there. If you have a team name or a DBA name that you're using, that would go under this team or business name. You put what your job title is and your email address. Once you go into your office number, you need to put those phone numbers without any dashes or special characters. It fills it in automatically. It pre-programs that, I guess, once it's online. And then fill in what your biography is. It doesn't have to be really long in this instance. Ours is not terribly long. You just kind of want a snippet of who you are, how long you've been doing business, those kind of things. Then you're going to need your license number. Our legal footer for our office, I know, is each office is independently owned and operated. So you would just put that on the compliance legal footer. If you have something else that you want to put in there as well, obviously there's plenty of room to do that. For our brokerage license number, this is the one that is for the Jefferson City Business Center. And I know the one down at the lake is a little different. So if you're seeing this and thinking, oh, that doesn't match, we do have a couple different license numbers. So just so you know that. Again, we've put this in here. On this one, for some reason, it does let us put dashes in there and it shows up better for your Market Center phone number. And then if there's anything else that you want to put in, you can. If there's anything you don't want to have showing up, then you just just leave it all blank. So if you wanted legal footer images, you could upload those here. that may be something like the equal housing opportunity logo, those type of logos that would be able to go there. And then you're going to put in your profile picture, and you just go in here to upload those, and you're going to find them on your computer and just drop those in. For these pictures, they need to be formatted in this 360 by 360 size. And I know at first I wasn't really sure how to do that. I contacted the Scott Leroy marketing. I sent the pictures that I knew needed to be resized, and they turned around and sent them right back to me very quickly. Since then, I've been watching some of Lori Ballin's videos, and one of the things that she did was she went to Canva, which is a free website, and I love this. This is where I did all of my designs before we had Command. So if you go to canva.com and click create a design, you can do one with custom dimensions. So you would just type in 360, 360, create a design, and basically you would just upload a picture, and we'll put Scotty in there. And then you can fill it to the spot, and it will make it the 360 by 360, and you can just save it and download it. So that's one easy way to get your photos where in the size that they need to be. Then you're needing to put in your team logo or your business logo and the Market Centers logo. And again, these are going to go in here, and they have to be sized in that 360 by 360 dimension as well. And so they're just showing this is what it's going to look like up in the corner. And as you can see, that's where it shows up here. So it looks pretty small from our screen, but that's just, that may just be the way it's showing up on our laptop too. A little further down is some social media places. This is our Staten Group Facebook page. So you can copy and paste your links from the different social media spots that you post to. As you can see, we don't have Twitter anymore for Find Staten on there. So we just, we have our Facebook, and that's it for us right now. And then your KW app link, that's going to pre-populate down here, but that's just a place that you can copy it, that they have it posted in there. So this is kind of what the page is going to look like, be set up. So you'll see his profile pic, his phone number, email address, has our doing business name, our team name down here. On this, it does show the search bar, and in the next screen, this Find Your Home, Your Dream Home, is going to be the hero text that we're gonna change if you want. So I need to move this out of the way. So we're going to hit save and continue.
And Robin, I know you mentioned it, but I wanted to kind of just re-emphasize what you said. You know, they talked to us a lot about family reunion, and they said, guys, web pages are no longer, it's not as much about you. They want to see that you have one. You know, you got to have a little bit about yourself there. But what Keller Williams has researched this and has focus grouped this, and what people like is the search websites, right? So this is more to emulate a realtor.com or a Zillow.com, so a homepage where people go to search for real estate, because that's what people want first, is they want the ability, and that's why it's set up like this. So this is not as you want to brand yourself, and we want you to be branded, but understand that the clients, that the consumer, this is what they want. They don't want a front page that's all about you. They want to see if they can find the house they're looking for and then look at you. So I know Robin mentioned that, but I just want to double down that they gave us a lot of good information and research about why this is a more effective way to have it set up.
Correct. That's exactly right. So once you've completed that first page, we're going to go into the style and theme, and you can choose whether you want the Keller Williams red theme or it's basically just a black theme in the background. We chose the red theme. I don't know that it makes a huge difference, but we like the red, so we chose that. When it comes to your homepage text, right here, this is going to be right here. So if you want to change this, where we had find your dream home, then you're going to be able to see that it changes here. So this lets you customize what you want people to see when above their search bar. So since we are in Mid-Missouri, I just typed find your Mid-Missouri, put dream home. And then your homepage hero image is this background right here. And you are able to upload up to 5 images that will rotate, just basically a carousel. And once you do that, you'll be able to see them flip over. They don't go real fast. It's usually pretty slow. I don't know that you'll have an opportunity to have your clients seeing a whole bunch of different backgrounds. So I just put a couple different ones. Again, on this one, you have to have it a certain size. These have to be 1200 by 1200. And so if you, again, go to Canva, upload a photo, and then download it to your computer, you can then see this one. We did the state capitol, and then we did a kind of a country. Well, that doesn't show up very well. It does show up on the screen more than what it does right here, right now. You do get more of the photo. I'm not sure why it's not showing up there, but.
Margie just jumped in with the question that you just answered, basically. Can you change the background picture, show the lake, and also can you find your Lake of the Ozarks home? So absolutely, yeah. You can customize those hero images. That's what they call them, is the homepage hero image.
Mm-hmm. So if you've got some great pictures of the lake, that would be fantastic. We have, I'm looking for, I haven't been able to find it yet, but we have a great picture of our water tower in California, Missouri, which I would like to put on there. I just got to dig it up from somewhere to be able to use that in our carousel as well. So we kind of have a wide range of area that we cover. So, you know, having the capital, having California in there, you know, maybe having something up north around Holt Summit, Fulton area. I mean, we have a lot of options, but you can upload up to 5 in that area.
Let me add something there about compliance. You cannot use someone else's pictures, copyrighted pictures, or someone else's pictures. Say you saw something Jane Kelly had and you wanted to use it and you download it to your computer. You have to get permission to use that. So we can't just put any pictures. It has to be pictures that we've purchased or taken ourselves or are not copyrighted.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Connie. And one thing, just for you agents to know, again, I emphasize a lot that I really like Canva. On Canva, if you go to do a search, there are photos that you can use from this site. I go to photos and search the Ozarks. There are ones, and most of these, like say Pro, these are ones that you have to pay for. And when you go to pay for these, I mean, they're like $1 or $2, and that keeps you compliant. There were Jefferson City, Missouri. There were a few on here that, and a lot of this shows in Washington, Jefferson, but like this one, here's the Missouri River Bridge. You can get some photos and still be compliant. and only pay $1 or $2. There are some on here that are free as well, and you can search through there and find photos of houses and all. Like this one is a free picture that you're able to use. So that's really nice. Okay, let me get back out of that. So that's all you need as far as the photos. So we would just save and continue there. And then this is going to, this is one of the ones that I've not done. And it doesn't show up on our website, on the agent site pages, this About Us. I've got this one turned off because we've put in a new page ourselves About Us. But again, this is just one of those things where you can, it shows you right where you can change the page title. You can go through, change the pictures in the background. And on the content, one of the things, and this was one of the ones I was going to go in and change, Lori Ballin had recommended maybe on the company profile talking about Keller Williams as a company. And so if we were to put in here, if you, let's say, put in Keller Williams Realty and you want to upload a picture, maybe do something with the crowd at family reunion, a picture maybe that you've taken of one of our events, and then going into the description, talking about how Keller Williams is a tech-enabled company, and go on about how we are focused on our agents, and we like the win-win situation between the clients and the agents, and everybody has their own thing of why they love Keller Williams. This could be a great place to be able to do that. And then in the section 1 headline on these, maybe you could put a picture of Gary Keller, like right here, and be able to give a little background about him being our, great leader, the things that he's done, how long we've been in business. So this could be a page that they suggested we could use to describe, our own company itself. So once you have
there,
that,
you guys have inserted another page to be about the Staten Group, and you could use this to then be a little bit more, this is Keller Williams as a whole, but you certainly would still have your picture about the Staten Group so that they know who you are and who Mike is, things like that, right?
correct.
Right.
And I'll show you, let's see, this is our website here. So you can see the Capitol is in the background, that picture, Find Your Mid-Missouri Home. And under our team name, these are the pages that I've created. And so I wanted to do a page that was just basically who our team is, and just keep it really simple in case they needed to get in touch with any of us, what we look like, who we are, what our position is, email and phone number. So I just added those type of pages to use instead.
Man, I love that. I love that you've got all these pages. That's awesome. I mean, I'm looking down through here. What a great idea. Mortgage calculator, a Keller Mortgage, download your KW app, which is a branded consumer app, leave a review. I mean, that's taking your free website and getting a lot of value out of that.
Right. And there's, again, Lori Ballin has a great, if you search on YouTube or whatever, she has one where, she just walked you through being able to put this mortgage calculator right on your site. And so clients can go in there and, figure out how much their house payment's going to be, which is really nice.
Are you listening?
Yes.
She's mentioning Lori Ballin on YouTube, and some of these YouTubes, is there a way to take those YouTubes and link them to our YouTube or some? Is there a way to do that?
How do you spell Lori's last name?
Ballen. It's Loriballen.
I'm having to ask Elise because I am not good at YouTube.
Is that her picture? Can you see on my screen?
Oops, hold on just a second. Let me.
Because I'd love to have some of these other videos that Robin's referencing, you know, for our people to dig in deeper.
All right, let me find you again. Sorry.
Sorry.
And while she's looking,
Where you at?
Marina says,
I'll just keep talking so that my picture shows. I think it's her, but she's got short hair, kind of blonde,
Yes.
black leather jacket. Okay.
Yes, that's her.
I will share a link to her channel
Yeah.
via email and in the private Facebook group.
excellent. And is
Right.
there a way to connect that to our YouTube somehow?
I can look into that more. It's more of a thing where our Facebook page or our YouTube page can publicly follow her.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
and-
That's awesome. We'll get into that. And while you guys were talking, a couple of others jumped on the chat. Marina Freeman, Pixabay, Pixabay is a great free photo site. And Kate Coffin says PicMonkey, PICMONKEY has some too. So there you go.
Awesome. I'm going to write those down too.
Yeah, thank you, ladies, for sharing those. Allison says
So,
we'll be able to share it on YouTube. Okay. All right. Thank you, Allison,
awesome.
because I'm a YouTube idiot. So
So if you just, once you complete those pages, you're just going to click continue. The last one is customizing your site's content. This is going to show, this one is about me. It had your company profile that we did before and the contact us. What we've been told on the SEO descriptions, and I've heard it different ways from different YouTube agents talking about this. Your SEO description, and again, I seem to be following Lori Ballen quite a bit. This is the small snippet sentence that you want to show up like on a Google page. So if you were going to put, if this was about me, you would probably want to type something along the lines of, Mike Staten is the broker realtor of the Staten Group of Keller Williams, located in, working out of California, Missouri, something along those lines. Hitting keywords that you want to show up. So if somebody's searching for property in California, Missouri, if we have the word California, Missouri in that little sentence, that's going to show up. But it's not just a whole list of words like real estate, comma, land, comma, homes, comma. It's the actual sentence that would end up showing up on a Google search page. And then on your content, this basically lets you put in what you want your page title to be. Again, we did about me, his title, the bio, and contact information. And you guys, just customize it to yourself. Now see down here, I'm noticing his phone number does not have the dashes. So I'm going to go in here. I wonder if this will let us put those in now. And if I hit continue, hopefully that will have gotten that. I'll go back later and double check that. Your contact us page allows you to customize what you want to say in this box here. So everything, you're just going to go through each one of these, hit save and continue, and then you're able to go through, see your site, be able to look at it and go in and tweak anything that you need to. So that's the basics on setting up your site. And maybe at a later date, we can go through on what it looks like to add some of those pages. Or if you're an agent that's already got all that set up and you want to walk through that, I'm happy to do that as well. Somebody can just give me a call and we can do that together.
Wow, Robin, I mean, I think you did a great job there. I mean, I feel like I could have built my website right along with you. You know, that's an excellent step-by-step instruction. And you know, it illustrates the ease. And I realize Command is not any technology you have a learning curve, and we're all having to dive in. But, you know, what they've done is they've built these guides that if you'll walk through the step-by-step process. I mean, Robin, are you a PhD in website building?
Oh my God, no.
Right.
No.
But yet Robin, she dove in, she started working on it, and she said, why does it say it will launch on October 1? I didn't see that. What is she asking?
That's what the Gilpin said when I started working on it yesterday too.
That, I think, was the default with you guys being brand new. That's way back when. That's when they were going to start launching our new Keller Williams website.
That's right. That is when.
So,
So that's old. That's when. That's just leftover from when they didn't open up websites to us at first. So that's last October 1. They've long since been launched now. Yeah. Good question though, Margie. It appeared on Robin's screen. Yeah, it still pops up and says, because that was just how the guide was built. But it will launch immediately. Work through the process and your website will be up.
Yeah.
Good question though. That's a great question. And the guides, you know, it gives us the guides for that. It gives us the guides on smart plans. It gives us a guide on customizing your app, right? As far as if you want to walk through the process on your consumer app, you can build out. So here at the lake, we deal with things that other agents in other areas don't, like dock inspections and things like that, right? So you can actually customize your app process to show, okay, the next step is dock inspection. The next step is, you know, whatever, and it'll take you through and build that. And we're going to do some commands around, or some Zooms around the app. Probably Friday this week, we'll dive into the app as well. Anyone able to show how to tie in our already built website? Robin, do you know how to do that as far as tying in the already built website?
It depends on who their provider is already. Like if it's GoDaddy, you would just need to contact GoDaddy to then basically transfer the information. So I think it's called the DNS is pointing to the Keller Williams site. So basically then it's just going to feed there. You'd still see your previously created site with GoDaddy. You'd see all that the same. It's just going to direct the traffic to the Keller Williams one. And I do not know how to do that.
Gerald, luckily we have
Jeremy would know.
And Gerald and Jeremy would probably be great people to talk to about that.
I think there's YouTube tutorials on it.
We can get one of those and share it as well, because that is something that if you're trying to drive the traffic, so say I have martinrichardson.com and I want to drive that traffic to my new Keller Williams site, which might be mrkw.kw.com, then I know that you can do that. I don't know how. Can you have more than one website? So you get a free website through Command, but as far as the amount of websites you want to have, Margie, you can have as many websites as you would like to build. But Command only provides you with the one. So you can have as many websites as you want to, you know, purchase domains. A lot of people have existing websites that they're using, like Jenna was asking. So if you want to drive traffic from one domain to your primary lead capture website through Command, you can. But you get one through Command, but you can have an unlimited amount of websites if you so chose.
Martin, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
if we're keeping our old website, don't we want to drive traffic from Keller Williams to our old site rather than the other way around?
You certainly can. That's your option. So if you drive it to your Keller Williams command site and they use that lead gen form, it'll feed right into your database, right? So it'll feed leads into your command CRM, but you can do either one. You can
Okay.
utilize this. It's your call. We have Market Leader also. So is that also driving automatically to the command site? So when we did the rollover, my Market Leader website is what pops up when you go to my command site. And so I don't know if it's driving automatically though. That's something we would probably I'd have to go to your website and your web address and take a look. That's for Jenna. She asked the question.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on the past couple days, is trying to figure out, because I personally like the new Keller Williams landing page so much better. And I pay a lot of money for IDX leads and tried to have my website mirror Zillow as much as possible. And I haven't had any great leads from my website. And like getting rid of my website with all the SEO or converting to Keller, I think after analyzing both, it kind of comes down to almost kind of that ego side of, well, I want to have these great pages and have, people want to know about who we are. Well, nobody really honestly cares. They want something that's user-friendly and be able to search for properties. So I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to have GoDaddy transfer my existing website with all the good SEO and my blogs and everything, and have it convert and lead people to the new Keller site. Mm-hmm. And then do what Robin's been teaching us today, is to build that site. And there's also companies, if you want overlaying or extra stuff added to that site, there are people who are doing that. So I'm still stuck on going back and forth, but I think I can save money on not having to pay IDX leads anymore for our website. But I think the point is they've done the research, and those Keller Williams sites work for a reason.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. And also, guys, understand we use a million different, right? Everybody's been using a million different platforms, so to speak, as far as some people are GoDaddy, and some people got one through Brivity, and some people got one through Market Leader, et cetera. And so you may have to reach out to wherever that website is used in order to get it to tie in or head traffic that way. Or as Marina pointed out, if you want to have it go, that direction, then you may have to reach out to them and say, hey, how do I point another website at this? And Gerald, we should be able to help us with that. We're excited about Gerald and his level of tech knowledge. And we're continuing to, suss out these every day. And I think Sierra made a great point that, maybe what she was doing wasn't working. And so now she's looking at, hey, why don't I save the money, put my ego aside, so to speak, and say, okay, let me use this site and give my consumers what they really want, which is an easy search option. Margie, do we need to pay the board additional money for the IDX for the KW website? No. Your KW website will feed listings that they'll have the listing search. There's no extra charge you have to pay for the Keller Williams Command website.
One of the things that I wanted to chime in is, with all this extra time that we seem to have on our hands, we are all kind of stuck right now. I mean, to me, it's a blessing and a curse. It's hard for us right now, but at the same time, I feel like it's a blessing for us to be able to have this extra time to be able to kind of do the dirty work, so to speak, the stuff that, we always, all of us, I think, wanted to push off. And it's like, let's just dig in, get it done, kind of set up that website, set up all the things, get our contacts in order, get some of those things done, so that when this market busts wide open again, when we have the freedom to go and do the things that we were doing in the past, that this is already done. And then it's going to just enhance our business, I think, tenfold. So
I agree, Rob. That's a great point. We're at home and we've got an opportunity. We need to be working on our business, improving, because when we come out of this, which we will get through this, we're going to want to be better, right? This is a great time to improve the little things that maybe you didn't. My coach asked me this morning, he said, well, what are you focusing on while you're stuck at home that you wouldn't normally get done? And I said, well, to be honest with you, little stuff like I like talking to the agents. I like talking real estate. I like the coaching and consulting and talking deals and working deals. I love that part. I don't love the sitting down and making my weekly plan, right? So now I've got a little more time at home where I need to be focused on doing the fundamentals that will help me be a better TL. Sierra says it's a great way to save money. Cancel your IDX feeds you're paying for. The KW site already provides that for us. That's absolutely right. And, what I want to show you guys to answer Jenna's question a little bit is she's going to ask me how I did this. And I honestly don't remember. I'd have to go back 6 months and do it, but I'm going to share my screen real quick and pop up and show you. So in my command, you can see that it says mrkw.kw.com. So those of you that don't know, my handle is Mr. KW, Martin Richardson KW. Luckily, my name's not Bo Smith, or I'd had to be more creative. But if you click on the mrkw.kw.com, the website it takes you to is actually my market leader website, right? I still run my market leader website down in Texas so that I can drive referral leads because I'm a licensed agent down there, and send off referrals. And so this actually gives me a chance to drive it still to my website out there, even though it's Mr. KW. So you can connect it to your market leader site. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly how to do it. I will try to remember that and send out a loom around it that'll help with everything. But you can, it drove it to, as Marina was asking, can we drive it to another site? It drove it to my other site, right? So you can see right here, they can search down in Texas. They can look up Market Insider resources, all of my market leader website down in Texas. And you can even judge me on my recent sales and my terrible headshot. So there you go. There's my website from Market Leader. Just wanted to share that out and show that it can be done. And we'll work on getting a video around how to do that. Feel free to laugh and joke. Mary H says, does that say tacos? Yes, it does. So one of the things I was doing with my website to increase search traffic is playing with Google Maps. We had a great class about Google Maps. And so if people go to my website and they want to see a map of great barbecue restaurants in the Fort Worth area, or if they want to see a great map of the best tacos in the area, this takes them to all the restaurants and has a little Google map that I embedded in my website. So, just ideas to try to increase your search capabilities. I also had an agent resources page when I was a coach. I had some of the resources my coaching program would need linked into that. My slogan was free tacos when you buy or sell a house with me, because they made me pick a slogan when I was an agent. So that's why the tacos, Mary H. So yeah, that's why that says that. All right, how do I stop share there? All right, so other great questions, insights, ahas. Has anybody else been using their website at a high level or been taking this time to work on their website? Not everybody at once. All right, good. Good talk, y'all. Good. So, Robin.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll just say one other thing. One other page, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, we put on ours, and I don't know if we're going to get a lot of traffic on it or not, but we do have information, basically just real simple on what it takes to become a Keller Williams agent. Basically, maybe a way to, if somebody's searching and they want to get their real estate license, a way to build our downline, but nothing real in detail, but basically that they would call Mike and get more information. So, that might be something that you guys want to add to yours, a little bit more about the company and how you get your real estate license. So.
That's a great idea, right? Always have time to grow that downline. Absolutely. That's a great idea. So, anyone else got anything around websites? I know we're running up against it. We got a few more minutes here. I don't
wanted,
have. Oh,
go
yes.
ahead, sorry.
No, please. You jump
I
in.
wanted to let everyone know I shared a video on the private Facebook page that is from GoDaddy about how to transfer your DNS. And I also shared Lori's channel, and I will share more helpful things as I find them.
Thank you, Elise. And you know, we've been saying it a lot. Elise and Amy and Karen Schulte, the staff have just been great at supporting all of us. Yes, is Elise awesome or what? Yes, Elise is awesome. All you Four Seasons people already knew this, but we are all learning that Elise is just awesome, and we're so tickled to have her. You know, she has been a huge help to me and Amy as we've tried to bring value to all of you guys in this weird time of let's all communicate via Zoom and YouTube and all these other things. And Elise has just been a rock star. So thank you, Elise. We're really grateful to have you.
You're very welcome. It's what I'm here for.
Excellent. Excellent. We miss all that she did for us. Yeah, you know what? And Margie, she is still here to help as much as she can. And I know there are a few changes in it, but I also know that Elise, if she has a free minute, she'll still be down to help anybody in any way that she can, because our staff is all about taking care of the agents. So she's a great one, and we look forward to getting everybody back in the office real soon.
She kind of reminds me of, not the way she looks necessarily, but she reminds me of like Garcia on Criminal Minds. Like she's out there just like searching for all the information and like
Hey, I
posting
took
it
that
and
as a
helping everybody
compliment.
else.
Thank you.
Yes, we've been watching way too much police TV lately.
She is fast. She moves faster than my brain works. I'll ask for something or say something, and she'll be like, "Yep, already done it. It's out. It's going out to everybody." I'm like, "Oh, all right, great." You know, so I'm gonna have to watch out. She's gonna make me the thing that's useless or irrelevant. So I'm gonna have to up my game with Elise because she is super fast and super good. That's right. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone coming out today. If anyone else has any questions, comments, ahas, or concerns, jump on it. But if not, you know, I just want to remind everybody, stay safe, keep everyone in the prayers. We will get through this, but it is going to be a rough couple of weeks, and we know that. So be praying for our leadership, be praying for each other, be social distancing, be watching your hands. If there's anything that the staff or I can do for you, please let us know. And we will see you guys all tomorrow. Happy web building, everyone. That's right. Jenna knows we're all going to be jumping on our websites now. So we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat station. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, everyone.